Hi, it's Karen Gilbert. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm going to show you how to do this pretty little card. It's using the Beautifully Happy stamp set from the Sale-a-Bration. Now, this you can get for free, the stamp set, if you purchase $60 Canadian worth of product. The catalog has a lot of really pretty papers and stamps that I'm sure you will get use of, and there are some coordinating papers that go with the stamp sets that are in the mini catalog. So I haven't done this for a long time, so just bear with me and hopefully we'll get through this with no problem. So let's get started. So I'm going to use my Stamp-A-Ratus because this is a two-step stamp and I am a very crooked stamper. So we'll just get started here. And I should give you the measurements. We're going to start with the basic white, which is 2 1/4 inches. Actually, it's more than that, so we'll just find out what it is. It is, I can find my ruler. Okay, it is 3 1/4 by 5 1/2, and I've left a little bit of room here because we need a scrap for our sentiment. So I'm using, to cut out this, I'm using the rectangle, stitch rectangles, and this die cut is 1, 2, 3, 4th largest. So that'll fit nicely. So I've already gone ahead and cut it out. This is magic, television magic. And we'll just take it out of here. And then I'm going to put it in my Stamp-A-Ratus. Put my magnets down. Sure, and then I got them stuck together. Don't get your fingers caught in them because it hurts. So we'll just put that down there. That down there. Now this is the stamp. This is the large flower stamp. We'll just put it on there like that. Turn over the lid. Now I'm going to use gray granite as the stamping for the outline. I didn't want to use black because I felt it for this card it was just too harsh. So I'm just going to stamp here, or ink the stamp up. And then press it down here. Now I have a whiteboard brush here that helps you get the ink on the paper. And the benefit of the Stamp-A-Ratus is that you can keep stamping until you get an image. Didn't even turn out very good, did it? I find that sometimes the magnets get in the way. So let's try this again. The beauty of the Stamp-A-Ratus, you can just keep stamping it until you get a good image. Let's see if that's any better. A trifle better. keep going. Maybe I need to re-ink my stamp. Or maybe it's the operator. I have no idea. Okay, let's go again. You may be wondering why I have pieces of washi tape around. It's because sometimes this pulls it up. We're getting there. And I want to be able to stamp in exactly the same place. So hopefully this will do it again. Nope, just a little bit over here. Well, this isn't making me happy. I'm sure you didn't come here to watch me ink my stamps. Now this is a two-step stamp, and I used granite gray to stamp the base because I find that sometimes there we go. I find that sometimes the black is just too harsh. Oh, good. That'll do. So let's get on with it. So I have polished pink here that I'm going to stamp the flowers in. And so this is the one here we're going to use, this one here. And what's great about these is that they match really wonderful. So I'm just going to line that up, and hopefully I won't get my head in the way. And if you don't get it lined up perfectly, that's okay too. There. I'm going to use polished pink to stamp the flower. I wonder if my fingers will work better than my brush. Yes. So that's great. So now we'll go on to stamp the leaves. And the leaves are all together here in one piece. So it's just a matter of matching them up. There. And I'm going to use Evening Evergreen. All these are in colors except for the granite gray. And they are retiring this year. And I'm so sorry to see them go. I love them. These are just my colors. Okay, get this out of the way. little bit here. Good. So there's just this one little piece here that we need to stamp. And it's right here. And this one goes, let's see. See how it just falls along those little pods. And I'm going to stamp that one in soft succulent. And then it'll get these little pieces in here as well. There. One last thing to do, and that is to stamp the center of the flower. And this will be it right here. It's just a little bit of a thing, so don't lose it if you have the stamp set. Sorry, my picture just seems a little dark, so hopefully it's okay. And then finally, I'm going to use the pale papaya to stamp the center. Need some more on there. There. Okay, so I'll just put that over here, close up these ink, because we're just going to put it together. We have to do one more little bit of stamping, but we'll do that after. So now, we'll just move this aside for a minute. We have our panel. So I'm going to use the textured split die cut, and this has, let me see if I can find the other part, because I have a tendency to put things down and then I can't find them. So here's the other half of that die set. This one is the flowers, and then this is the grid. So I'm going to use the grid, and I've already put a piece of adhesive on the back of the cardstock because it is full of holes. Now, this piece of polished pink is 5 1/4 by 4, and it's probably a little bigger than it needs to be, only because I want these end pieces to catch on the cardstock. And then the same size for the adhesive sheet, although I could have cut it smaller. So I'll just get that cut. I'm going to run it through again because it didn't cut all the way through. Okay, so I didn't bring my tool that gets the little pieces out of here. And I can't see it, so hopefully this will work. I'll just scrape with my finger. Hopefully that'll work, and it seems to have. There's a couple more here. I'll just use my handy take a pick tool and poke out the rest. I'll just clean up these little pieces here. And I'll probably lose some on the floor, like everything else I lose. Okay, so that's all there is to that, and now we can just start putting this together. So I have a card base here. It's 8.5 by 11, and it's scored at 4 1/4. I have another piece of Whisper White, sorry, Basic White. Here it is, to put this cutout on. And just when you think you have it all, you don't. So then this will go just like that. I'm just going to change this up a bit. Okay, so it's very easy. You just have to get a corner. And take it back. So there's glue all over there, so you don't even need to use any glue. Should fit just perfect. And it does. Let's give it a really good rub. Maybe this will work too. Okay, now we'll just take our card base, which is 8.5 by 11, scored, or 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4, and we'll just attach that to the card. So I have multi-purpose liquid glue in here, and I really like using this because it's got a fine tip on it, and it's easy to control. This is my go-to glue. Okay. I will put all the measurements in the description for this card. Now, we have, like I said before, we have to do a little bit more stamping. So I'll just bring my Stamparatus back in here. I think this is the right one. Maybe not. We'll see. Where is my piece of paper? Well, I'm just going to trim this a bit, so I'll just bring this back in, my cutter. It should be 4, which it is, by 5 1/4, which it is not, but it will be. And we're going to stamp on this. I'm going to put a flower in the corner, like I did here, right here. I had it. Where did it go? Here it is. So we're just going to put it on the bottom. Okay, I'm going to put it on this side this time. Put it down here. And again, I'm using the granite gray, or gray granite. And I need my, I can't find them, I can't see them. I just hate this. I just put things down and then I can't find them. Okay, so see how this goes. Okay, turned out good. Now we'll just take the other stamp, this one's got a number of little points on it, so hopefully I've got them all. And we'll stamp it with the, now this is why I have tape, because that one came off, because I don't know where my magnets flew to. And we'll stamp it. Good, sorta. Now there's one last little stamp we need to use, and it's to capture the little pot at the bottom and the bottom of the flower. And again, I'm going to use Evergreen, Evening Evergreen. Okay, so is that on there? These little stamps, they stick to your fingers. And then When you want to take your finger away, they move too. There. So here we come in with the Evening Evergreen. There. So now we can finish putting our card together. And there's just one more thing to stamp, and that's the sentiment. So I am going to do that now. And I'm going to use the sentiment, let's see, kindness matters. We can always use a little bit more kindness in this world. So I got the right one. That's the first one I took. Okay, so now I lost my little scrap that I saved. And I'm going to stamp it in the polished pink. Okay, let's go down here. There. Pretty. Okay, so we just need to find something to cut it out with. One would think I had not stamped or done anything in my life. And I'm going to use this square stitched die cut from the rectangles. And no, I'm not, because it's too big. So we're going to just use the trimmer and cut it. Let's see how good I am here. This is what I really, I'll just bring this over here. But this is what I really like about this cutter, is that you can see where you want to cut. It has a see-through groove here, so I can tell exactly where my stamping goes. And then we can just even it up. Here. Easy peasy. Okay, so let's put this together. This goes in the inside. Well, that's good. Nothing like putting the glue on the wrong side, so we'll just have to go without a stamp inside. It's a good thing I didn't use my blends because I wouldn't have been able to do this. So just put it in, and this piece is 4 1/4 by 4. So you can put another sentiment on it. Here's my panel, my focus panel. So it'll go here, and I'm going to use dimensionals. And I'm going to use the large ones just to put on the back here. These off. I know I see people using the take a pick tool. I just can't seem to get it to work to take these things off. I spend more time stabbing it. Okay, so this will go here. And then we have this, which I'm just going to tuck here. So I'm going to put a bit of glue on it. And a dimensional on the other end. So it doesn't bounce. The last thing we have to do is put our jewels on, because who doesn't like a jewel? So this is the opal rounds from the 2021-2023 in colors. So I'm going to use the polished pink, and this is here. Put it up here. Oops. Oops. Oh sure, now you're going to stick. There we go. And we'll put one down, oh, I don't know, here I guess. And then we'll put a little one with it. There, so there's the card. Like I said, I'll have all the measurements down in the down below in the description. So how did I do? So this is a little different because we have the cutouts on the other side of the card. And yes. So anyways, if you would like, I ask you to do a favor, go to my blog, www.simplysaidwithkaren, and sign up for my newsletter. I send out a big newsletter once a month, plus little ones during the month. and there's lots of projects in it. You will receive a free gift when you sign up, and I'd love to have you join me. So take care. Have a great weekend. It's Friday, yay. And I hope I didn't bore you to death. So, like I said, I haven't done this for a while, so I was a bit rusty, but we'll get there again. So see you later, and thank you for joining me. Oh, one more thing. If you would like, could you please subscribe to my channel? Just click on the subscribe button below, and then you will get a notification when I do a video. And when it's on YouTube, that's when you have to do that. So take care. I hope you enjoyed this. Bye for now.